Are you?
Well, maybe.
Now I'm learning things now.
Well, you know, that's life.
That's terrible.
I know.
But your family's tradition.
I know, but...
Naughty, but nice.
Naughty, but nice. That's what I am. You are naughty. I like you.
I like you.
This Who Do You Think You Are is fast deteriorating into an Ealing comedy, as far as I can see. And I've now got a new auntie, Great Aunt Marguerite, who's an amazing character. And it's just unbelievable. She's shed a great deal of light on things. I think Frederick came from an upper middle class background, rather similar to mine. And he was extremely rebellious, because to have stamped himself with sailor's tattoos was like taking on a role. So he was an actor in a way. But I still haven't really got to the bottom of him yet, because why did Fred, aged 18, decide to go to sea? I need to know what his family background was, where he lived, what his father was.
To determine where Frederick was born, Rupert has ordered a copy of his birth certificate.
Oh my goodness. 29th of December 1863 in 115 Piccadilly. Oh my God! Frederick William Cunningham Everett, boy. Father, Frederick Everett. Aha, everyone's called Frederick. Mother, Jemima Agnes Everett. Occupation, stockbroker. Address, 115 Piccadilly. Well, isn't that extraordinary? My father said that his grandfather lived in Piccadilly and was a stockbroker. Actually, what he meant was his great-grandfather lived in Piccadilly and was a stockbroker, and his grandfather was born there, in Piccadilly. How absolutely extraordinary. I'm hoping it's going to be at the Hyde Park end, because it's not quite so good at the other end, but I'm not fussy at this stage, you know. As long as I'm in Piccadilly, I don't care.
Frederick the sailor's parents were Frederick Everett Sr. and Jemima Everett. According to Aunt Marguerite, they were a wealthy family. So what made their son Frederick Jr. leave his comfortable home and run away to sea?
First we were working with a picture of Cyril, and as we were trying to find out more about Cyril, this other character started looming from the depths, this kind of music hall villain character, Fred. Who was he? Was he a navvy from a family of snaggy-toothed mussel hunters, you know, on the marsh stretches of the Thames or something like that? Or was he something else? According to my family, he came from a reasonably good family. Meeting Aunt Marguerite has revealed everything. Fred was born in Piccadilly. He was the son of a stockbroker, also called Frederick. Maybe he did have some enormous set-to with his Victorian father and mother, and set off on his own to show them and to lose himself completely to his old world, which is something I've always spent my whole life trying to do and failing.
To discover where his great-grandfather Frederick Everett's story began, Rupert is searching for his birthplace, the illustrious address of number 115 Piccadilly.
86 to 89, 92. Oh, it's going to be right where the hotel was. The hotel goes on for ages. Oh, I guess it must have been here then.
Number 115 Piccadilly, Frederick Everett's birthplace, is today the site of the Park Lane Hotel.
Well, I'm disappointed that the Park Lane Hotel has taken over from 115 Piccadilly, but I guess it must have been a house like all these other houses, And one night, young Fred Everett stormed out for the last time. He goes, never, I will never set foot in this house again. And he goes down to the docks and joins the ship for China. I want to find out more about his father and his mother. They must have done something to put his back up and to change him and in the course of his life so irrevocably, because to start off in Mayfair and to end in Balham is a downward trajectory. It's just fascinating how the ripples of energy and things and action cross time. It seems now that I come from at least 3 very unsettled generations. 4. I'm the 4th unsettled generation. Here's fine, thank you very much.
To finally solve the mystery of what led Frederick Everett to leave his family and go to sea, Rupert has come to the British Library. He's searching the archives for any newspaper references to his great-great-grandfather, the stockbroker Frederick Everett Sr.
Now I'm looking for things about Frederick Everett. Here we go. Silver Mines of Norway, broker, Frederick Everett. Oh, so he's involved with, Frederick Everett is the broker for this scheme of silver mining in Norway. And here in, I think 1862 is another reference to him dealing or brokering gold mining in Wales. Here's another clipping about mentioning him. Charge of fraud against a stockbroker. Yesterday, Mr. Frederick Everett, a stockbroker, again appeared before the Lord Mayor upon the summons which charged that he, on the 16th of July, 1867, unlawfully and knowingly, by certain false pretences, caused one Mr. Francis Perry to accept a bill of exchange for £230 with intent to defraud. So with intent to defraud. So obviously he was accused of selling bad stock.
The newspaper article reveals that in 1868 Frederick Everett Sr. stood trial for fraud. He was accused of taking money from investors to buy shares, but never making the investments, and instead keeping the money for himself. Stockbroking in the City of London began in the late 17th century. By the 1850s, the London Stock Exchange was booming. The expanding British Empire had opened up a range of business opportunities for investors in often far-flung locations. But until the middle of the 19th